I'm Lauren Windsor. I'm at Occidental College in Los Angeles, California, speaking with David Cobb and George Friday of the National Leadership Team of Move to Amend, and this is Beyond the Bottom Line. So for our viewers at home who maybe aren't, aware what Move to Amend does, can you just encapsulate for us what you do, who you are?
Sure. Move to Amend is a multiracial, multi-ethnic coalition of groups and individuals coming together from across the country to amend the United States Constitution to abolish and overturn the illegitimate, court-created idea that a corporation is a person entitled to constitutional rights, and to abolish the equally odious, also court-created idea that money is speech. Both of those are utterly, completely ridiculous. Both of those were totally created by the courts. Both of those are going to have to be corrected by a mass social movement, the same way the abolitionist movement, the women's suffrage movement, the trade union movement, and the civil rights movement. Move to Amend represents a movement for democracy. We know the Supreme Court has illegitimately granted corporations these claims to constitutional rights. We're coming to say, ya basta, enough already. Move to Amend represents a concrete campaign to take our country back. I'm challenging you to join us of both our analysis and, more importantly, of a concrete campaign. Move to Amend has a concrete campaign to actually amend the Constitution to abolish in its entirety the illegitimate idea that corporations have constitutional rights and that money is speech. And Move to Amend is a coalition, right? We're not an organization per se. We're actually a coalition of several hundred organizations that we've built relationships with over time. Most of our coalition partners are actually community organizers that are doing work in their own communities already. So, and I also want to point out that, we already have almost 250,000 participants. And if you are not yet a member supporter of Move to Amend, go to the website movetoamend.org. Right? We're also on the national leadership team, have the Alliance for Democracy. We have the Center for Media and Democracy. We have the Liberty Tree Foundation for the Democratic Revolution, right? This is not something we just discovered. And to be very clear, we don't believe that we had a functioning democratic republic before Citizens United. Right. And versus FEC in 2010. Anybody out there in broadcast land believe that we had a functioning democratic republic? Okay, no. They want to know what to do about it. Well, we got a plan at Move to Amend.
It's a little difficult for you now, but it also is a great opportunity for us to realize what was, for most of us, just a myth of what America is supposed to be.
Just one more question. Is this a bipartisan effort? Do you have any, have you reached out across the party line? Are there conservatives and Republicans that are working with you to make this happen?
Well, I think first and foremost, we should say this is a multi-partisan effort because we have actually not just Democrats and Republicans, but Greens and Libertarians and Independents, people who are absolutely not involved in any political partisanship whatsoever. In other words, we can actually learn to talk to one another in ways that go beyond ideology and get right down on it. And I also think it's important to say this, that there are also people, especially people of color and low-income people, who are usually not engaged, who are usually, and by engaged I mean that groups don't usually reach out to and invest the time and energy. I'm proud at Move to Amend that we've invested a lot of time and energy in reaching out to traditionally disenfranchised groups and saying, look, let's have a conversation on the for real. What's going on in this community and why? And it doesn't take any time at all by having an honest conversation that the role of the transnational corporation with the boot on the neck of the community doesn't come up. And then we say, we've got a plan to actually do something about that. We need you. We think you need us too. We need each other. And that resonates. And I'm so excited that not only can we talk to Republicans, but I'm equally more excited that we're talking to people who have either given up on or don't want anything to do with traditional politics, that all of a sudden when they hear us are starting to say, all right, maybe so. I think I could see how that.